Hello everyone, today I'll tell you about the problem with the Peugeot 308, specifically the mother-in-law of the camshaft bed, what to do about it, how much it costs, and the necessary spare parts. Let's go! First of all, the gist of the problem and how does it manifest. This is it. Look, if you open the hood and look in the area where the injectors are located, let's say further down, you can see suspicious leaks, either oil or diesel fuel. Take a long stick, some cotton wool, and see how bad it is. It's bad, and objectively, the situation that's called is in its infancy, that is, the problem has already started. But let's be honest, if you're in my shoes with such a hitch, you can drive a year, 2, 3, depends, and most likely, you will sell the car. The new owner will not notice anything, and will also continue to drive. If you're like me, I don't even know if it's worth to fix the problem because it costs a bit of money, but if you're not a perfectionist, then watch. On the other hand, no one knows when this harmless leak. Will it turn into something serious, or will it? Personally, when I had a mileage of 170,000, I wiped the oil once, say in 3 months. This is what you see on your screen. The oil was really just at the minimum. I repeat, so far there's nothing critical here, but you need to understand that, for example, your oil is leaking in the well of the injectors. It's leaking, nothing obviously scary, but dust sticks to it, creates a big swamp, and then at some point you'll have to take out the injectors. There could be big problems, or, for example, the oil in your car may not only leak inside, but, say outside, in front of the engine or on the side closer to the belt. It's likely if oil with the flow of air also gets on the belt, and there's also dust, this is most likely not good. In a word, it's up to you to decide. Is the camshaft bed leak a problem, or do we work according to plan and it'll be fine? Next, I'm sorry if you were hoping for a direct and complete instruction on what to do and which bolt to turn, I'm going to disappoint you. Yes, there are a few links in the video description where they explain in enough detail what's where and how. But I didn't do it all by myself. I gave it to a service shop or to Uncle Volva in a garage, so I can only show what parts you'll need for this. First and foremost, you need to understand that you need to remove the timing belt, and of course, if you're planning to replace the sealant in the camshaft bed, it makes sense to do so when you're replacing the timing belt. And since you've already started with the pump, so a timing kit, the price for the original, the prices may vary greatly, is $660. The valve cover, original, is $28. The original oil seal is $23. Sealing rings for the camshaft oil passages. For 5 pieces, it's $10. Silicone sealant is usually recommended by Victorines. The price is $10. And don't forget the antifreeze. If you're changing the pump, you'll need just over 5 kilograms. In other words, 6 kilograms, which will provide a nice reserve. It's tough to work out the cost. If you pick cheap parts, you'll need about $20. If more costly, it might be 40 big green. And in total, this is going to cost us roughly $770. Considering the timing belt with labor approximately $850, and before this figure terrifies you, I used only original parts. If you calculate non-original but decent quality, roughly divide by 1.2 or even 2, and it'll come to somewhere between $380, $510 plus labor. If you don't need to change the water pump and the issue is directly with the camshaft, then the price will be about $45, $70 depending on the originality of the parts, plus labor. Do admit the price tag doesn't look so bad now, as they say, the cherry on top, taking into account that I had to go into the engine, so to say. I decided to change the injector sealing washers. They're just normal copper ones. Washers cost $30 for 4 pieces if they're original, and $6 if they're not. If you decide to change these washers, you need to do so periodically, and purchase additional parts with the set of washers. You need to buy engine injector protection, or injector guides. They cost $8 for the originals for 4 pieces. Ideally, you should also replace the bolt with the fork and pin. In regards to these pins, they cost a middling amount, but from my 4 pieces, none of them required replacement, as wear and tear is either minimal or absent altogether. Even though I unknowingly bought them and also replaced them. Okay, next I also replaced these bolts, but again, the old ones are in perfect condition, there's no wear and tear, they unscrewed easily, and everything is fine with them. Well, thirdly, I didn't replace these guide washers. There is information on YouTube that they also need to be regularly replaced, but firstly, they are very pricey, and secondly, I couldn't find any in the Republic of Belarus, neither in stock nor available for order. But believe me, from memory, they are downright expensive, and as you can see, replacing the guide washers isn't that expensive, but is it worth doing it before the problem appears? Well, it's up to you to decide. If anything, these copper washers burn out over time. Exactly when it's hard to say. But if I replace them closer to 200,000 kilometers, I'm sure they will definitely last me a good 100,000 more, maybe even more. So I replaced everything that needed replacing, did it all in one go, and as they say, can now sleep peacefully. A small summary of everything I just said. Personally, I took care of all of this myself. Namely, I replaced the sealant on the camshaft bed, while the antifreeze stayed in place. Also replaced the O-rings in the injector wells, which are just plain copper washers. For all of that, I paid $68 for the parts and $86 for the labor, a total of $154. Is that a lot or a little? Is it worth going there or not worth it and waiting until everything breaks or starts to bother you? Here, everyone decides for himself. In my personal opinion, as a perfectionist in this matter, yes, it makes sense. You have now given the money, not so huge and driving calmly, rather than not paying anything now. But then, when a problem arises, then you will creep. And there, as they say, problems do not come one at a time. Well, as usual, unfortunately, many of us drive like this until the last, until something no longer gives a knock. Well, this is already a philosophy. What regards to work, indicative prices, part numbers are indicated somehow so. That's all for me today. Thanks to everyone for watching, good luck to everyone on the roads, goodbye to everyone.